Welcome back. So, oh, yeah, after last time on stream, I pretty much was supposed to be making stuff for the game, but I kind of spiraled into a impromptu walkthrough about how to use the Tilemap system in Godot. Not really my intention, but yeah, it happened. So this time I'm thinking of going into making my own version for level 0 here, if it'll just update. There we go. So not much has changed since last time. The only tweak I've done is the play character. I just tweaked it a little bit more so it looks more like a 3D box, I suppose. Because I'm just adding in a little tweak. With what we'll be working on today is getting this tile map here, instead of being just squares, give it like some basic graphics, which would involve, giving the wall, like these green ones would be walls, maybe give them like height and such. Same with the floors as well. And also cover some things that I just touched on briefly last time, but didn't really get into, or I forgot to, my bad. Mainly to do with the Y sort and such. So, let's double check to make sure this still works. Should do. I haven't tweaked anything but the character. Yeah, okay. Right, so back my checklist. Pretty much the same as last time. Like, rundown of tiles, test out different types of tiles. Well, I did that when demonstrating auto tiling and such. The only other thing that I've tweaked so far is pretty much down here. Sort of basic level auto tiles, and that's fair enough. Should be able to get that covered today. Well, I have to get some work done. By crikey. Okay. So we've still got this tile testing level. Got a little player fella there. It'll make sense in a bit. Just may remember this one. We used single tiles, which we defined over here, to make our own level using single tiles. Auto tile 2x2. So yeah, a bit more complex. Then we just did like a basic brickwork tile kind of setup there. And finally showed you Atlas, as well as how to use priority up here. So you can draw in what you'd like. So, because I haven't been sitting on my laurels over the weekend, done a wee bit of testing with height ones, like there's two here, or I'll show them in a bit. So, like a little bit of testing with height so that it looks a bit better. Well, a bit more robust, so to speak. So, let's run a quick run a quick test here. So it's got like a blocky, curvy kind of feel, but all this is auto tile 2D. Well, auto tile 2D. Auto tile 2x2 that I showed you last time. And I'll just pop over here and give you a little demonstration. Made two tiles in the map, grass, which still works as we showed you before. Like, it has to have like, a 4x4 square to get that, except for the individual ones put in a little circle platform kind of one, I suppose. And how you get that kind of 3D effect with that little overlap down there. Well, of course, can't show that. There, come on, a little bit of overlap there. It's to do with tile offset, which I'll get to in a bit. For the water tile, it's same kind of thing. Nothing fancy. It's just regular tiles, but with like a big overlap, which kind of covers everything. So the idea behind that is we just get rid of all that. Say, okay, there is a single tile. That'll be like your water platform. If you place these around the outside, it covers up what's underneath, or any, like, you know, fancy bits and pieces, because there's like a little curve bit under there. This kind of encompasses that. That way you can use it with single tiles. So, like the way this looks. Like, we're not doing anything too fancy now, but as a good foundation, you just like, yep, okay. Looking at it now, there are a few issues. Like over here, there's... Where are we? Over here, there's supposed to be a corner piece like you have here, but that's being overlapped. Same here. But that one works fine. It's got like a little corner bit there. Oh, and there as well. So not perfect, but just testing out height differences. Now we get to the big fancy one, which is getting this and converting it to 3x3 auto tile. Should be pretty straightforward. It just requires a lot of tweaking and setting up, which, well, that's what I'll be attempting today. I made a basic version of it, so oh yeah, it's also got some fancy water animation. Not important for the moment. In fact, we'll just get rid of that for now. So that's another thing that I'll show later on, is how to get animated tiles in there. Except at the moment, it's testing out animated auto tiles, and it works to a certain degree of success. But I'll get to that later. The idea is that you've got your floor piece. We'll just grab you here. Draw down, there's your flat floor. Except as opposed to that 2x2 tile set I showed, this one's just got like hard edges pretty much, like everything's based on squares. Adding on like a little bit of a curved kind of feel to it. I think that'll make things look a bit more pleasing to look at. And once again, no fancy textures or anything, it's just, here we go. Just a basic square pattern. As for the other one, we've got here a wall set. So the icon, which I showed you to set up before, represents, oh, that's what it looks like when you place it down. You chuck this fella down, get a vertical piece. Once again, that's an auto tile. So, yeah, get some pretty interesting looking things going on there. So, that's the gist of it. Going to save this for now. And in order to sort out, whoops, there we go. In order to sort out this problem here with the corner, I have an idea of how to fix it. However, haven't tested it out. So, I don't know. Should be interesting to see what we come up with. the stream. And if worse comes to worse, I'll just chuck this one in, this tile set here with the built-in height values, except I want to tweak it a wee bit, because if you notice here, that's the floor height. Come over here, it goes up a bit more. Oh, there's the square, well, the top of the wall. Except it matches up with the grid spacing on the bottom layer, even though it's got like a rim. I don't know, it looks like it kind of blends in with the floor one. So, I don't know. Getting ahead of myself, that's for much later on. So, come here and... oh, that's just what I've done with the player. I've just used 2 color rectangles. Just to give it like top, side. Nothing fancy, just... yeah. So we're going to make a new scene. Call this... Tilemap final. Oh, wait, Tilemap. Placeholder. Yeah, I suppose. Chuck you in scenes. So this is currently working with, where's my tile map? There it is. 16 by 16 pixels for the tile cells. There's no secret sauce when it comes to sizes. Like sometimes you need them square, sometimes rectangles. I just do 16 because I don't know, I find that if you work lower res, like at the moment it's sprite work that I'm doing, keeping it low res or low dimensions rather, it's keeps things manageable. It's like if you say, oh, here is a lopsided box with a green thing on top that's only 16 by 16 pixels. If you look at it in your sprite editor or up really close, you're like saying, oh, it just looks like a blob with a bit of green on top. You zoom out and, oh, that looks like an apple or a tomato. Like your brain fills in the gaps. Which is why I'm just using squares at the moment for the Tilemap. You can always replace it with things later on, like, you know, grass texture or nifty rock face with like pebbles and boulders and stuff and all these other fancy things, but for now I think let's keep this at 16 by 16. This was a... well, let's update these as well. Yeah. I don't know if this was something like 8-bit computing or something like Pico 8, you will have to think about, okay, considerations. I've only got finite amount of tokens, they call it, or size, fair amount of bytes. I've got to, like, you know, make sure everything's, you know, tweaked efficiently so that you can fit it all in to the program. But here, I don't need to worry about that. Just a good thing to keep in mind, like if you make any unnecessary stuff for your game, and you're saying, this isn't used for anything, or it's used for one specific thing that isn't that important, you can always just cut it out later on, or just not use it. So, you're going to save, or are you going to lock up? You're saving, excellent. Alright, let's jump, whoops, not there, into a sprite. New. We're going to do some testing at the moment. Hmm. 24, 24. I'll keep it 24 by 24. Just set up this grid. So that is 16 by 16. Give an offset of 4. And where's my palette there? Okay. So we're just going to set this one up. We'll go save. Call this all layout. Whoop. Curve, tile curve, test, I suppose. There's also some other bits and pieces here, like individual tiles. You've got a few ones that I'm not using, because this should be the, yeah, it's still in the gold bounty folder. Yep. Like I said, there's just things there that I used as testing and stuff. Doesn't really work. So to start this off, we'll just go and fill this in and export that there. Going to add you, and we're going to go new single tile. Just pop you open a wee bit. Rightio, so we get the region, we select it. Going to the step, we're going to put it 24 by 24. Whoop, not there. There, there. Call this ruler. Why not? Like, the reason why I did 24 by 24, that's the exact region. Break into 8s, it's similar to what we've got here. Now, if we were to jump back into here, because the reference point for the tile is top left, and the image is rendered from the top left, place it down, it doesn't quite look right. Well, it looks alright, but if you start drawing it out, it still looks a wee bit janky, but the point of having that green border is because we're going to be testing out some stuff. That's to do with offsets. So come back to here. Remember last time I was talking about text offset. This is where you'd enter in some values. So if we come back to here, well, you can't really see it here. Let's put in a darker color. 4 pixels off here, 4 pixels off here, and it's the same vertically as well. So what we want to do is we want to move it to the left a bit, which is -4. We're going to move it up a little bit more, because you've got that there. We'll go to -4 as well. Then we jump back to here, and there you go. Currently have my thing over. If you look down here, there's a reference for which is your current, what the contents of the current tile is. There. So this is how the water tile was working on the 2x2 one I showed you. It's the single tile, but instead of it being 4 stretches up here, it is made it 8, so that it overlaps half of the adjacent one. So this green will be like overlapping to the middle. So, I'll only give this a small curve to start off with, just like got your L shape there. This corner piece here would be just a little slight curve. Like if you expand the tile so that instead of being 24 by 24, make it 32 by 32, so you'd get that little extra half in each direction. So you can make like a really nice big curve that joins. But for now we need to work out what's going on here. So what I'm thinking is put down a square there. Actually, might recolor that. So we're going to go, whoops, where are we? Okay, oi, come here. Yellow, we'll make that purple. Make that one orange. Get rid of these corner pieces. How does this overlap? So if I put down this one here, how's it going to look? Okay, so yellow overlaps onto the other side. We place this here. Green overlaps onto there. Purple overlaps onto there. So the way that's drawing, like if we do this in reverse, okay, kind of depends on the way that you draw it, I suppose. Oh, not really. Okay. Alright, so when we gather from this, it draws left to right, then goes to the next layer, draws left to right, next layer, left to right, here, left to right. Okay, so now we're getting somewhere. Let's make a new layer. Let's test this out. Call this red for now. Just so we can see what's going on. So we're working with auto tiles. That's the main goal. Like the 2x2 works, you need 3x3. So let's make the canvas a bit bigger. Seems we get rid of this. Put on 8 and 8. So before we start getting really fancy with curves, actually might resize it a wee bit. Grid settings. Move this up to 24 again. Yeah, alright. So, you're going to be copying this. And it's very similar to how auto tiles were set up before. I need a slightly bigger canvas. Okay. Yeah, okay. that's how I had it set up for. Just realized, grab this, not height test. Is that it? Yes, the basic one we had before. Is that 16 by 16? It is. Instead of doing all that stuff, putting it in from scratch, we'll just put it here. There. Now we change the grid. Grid setting is going to make this 8, 8. So we're going to move. No, that's not going to work. Grid settings 4. Wait, no, you're back to 0. Come on. 4, 4. Okay. So we're separating those. View, grid settings. If we chuck this back to 24 by 24, we should have a little gap around each of them. Yes. Well, obviously not these. We're doing them next. Yep. Okie dokie. So. What we'll do is we'll go back to that red setup we had before. Kind of pops. Yeah. And since we're only testing, I mean, I need to get too bogged down the details. Okie dokie, tile set, we go to here, remove view. New auto tile. Definitely need to zoom out a bit. Yes. Set by -4, -4. Bit mask is 3 by 3. Subtitle size is 24 by 24. Well, subtile rather. Let's call this floor. Okay, maybe red wasn't the best idea, but whatever. I've already covered how to set up the auto tiles. Icon there, here, and okay. So we know that's working. Put a little thingy there. Yeah, okay. What we'll need to do next is, let's put a little, let's start off with basics. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, bam, bam. So I'm making that shape there because you can't really see it there. Alright. Tile set here. We go to bit mask. These 4 tiles here, that's the same shape that I put down there. So we can see, like, we'll just work on this first part of the map. We'll see how that works. I'm just going to change that red color. That would do rather like red. We'll just make it so that it doesn't, a little bit easier to see. Yeah, that's much better, much better. Okay, so you can see the red better. Because you've got these bits, this bit mask set up here, we'll focus on that. Because in theory, if we get this sorted, we can copy the different bits and pieces we've added to the map to these other ones where needed. Yes. Well, at least I find that's probably a good way to go. Don't want to get a bit too crazy, so to speak. And what's going on? What's that? Ah, it's the ruler. Okay. Ruler basic. Curved bits. I don't know. There's my there's my coffee. So where we need curves, that's an area that needs a curve. Whoops. Need to move that across. It's like what we had with the ruler. There you go. Whoops. different colors. I'll do the same thing for this. To see what's overlapping what. Get an idea of what's going on. That's wrong one. I have to keep it to this part one here. Blue and purple. Okay, we'll get rid of that. So those are working all right. I've got this little rim on the inside. Little light rim. We'll sort that out next. So I think that light rim helps this pop. Of course it'll be changed later on, but if we can get our head around what's going on here, be good to know later on, just to like make sure graphics and stuff behave correctly. Okay. Should be in the middle of the cross. Yep. See how he got the little... Oops, see how he got like the little joining bits there. Yeah, it's not going to work like that, so we need to clean that up a bit. So what we'll do is we'll put a little colour in there, just to... It has a placeholder so you're like, okay, we get it, the sparkle or shiny rim that's expanding out across there. So there. All right. So what we know with the ruler, this green overlaps that one, so we'll put you back, put that there. Left is over out, left by right, so there'll be another one there. Okay, yep, that's sorted. Whoops. There. It's missing that there. It's down, that's overlapped by that. That's overlapped by that. So grab the vertical one here. Oops. This one. Whoop. Come on. Oh, it's locked, that's why. Derp. And still. Come on. This is very cool. Well, whoops, better. There. Sorry, that ruler kind of threw me off a bit. So that's still behaving correctly. That's behaving correctly. That's behaving correctly. Over here we got a little gap. Like over here. That's working. So this one be overlapped would be let me guess, wrong thing. So that's sorted, that's sorted. Those can be fixed later. Those corner, well, yeah, we're getting to those parts of the map. I don't know, it's a bit of a conundrum. Like, I'm sure there's going to be somebody out there that says, oh, why don't you just do it this way? Why don't you just do it that way? You know, this would make it so much easier. It's like, yeah, I'm sure, but I don't know, I think it's pretty fun trying to work out a solution for this. And when hopefully in the end, when it pays off and everything comes together, it'll be like, ooh, excellent, you know exactly how that works, and it's great. So, these corners have the same problem with that. Overlaps that, but doesn't quite. That's just interesting. Everything's fitting together like it's jigsaw pieces. So that's there, there, there. Okay. So I export and test that. That's behaving as it should. Yes. But you've got the obvious gaps there. That's fine. Because this piece here is one of those middle pieces with little. So what we can do there is to demonstrate how that works. This is all filling correctly. Oh, and well, maybe not that one. Let's grab this. Oh, what's... missed a spot, did I? I did. That should fix that. Yeah. Okay, I think I'll go and grab a coffee break, then come back and we'll fix out this other corner. And when I said that, oh, when we get this sorted out, everything else will fall into place. That's where the magic happens. We'll get that looking all spiffy and such. But for now, yeah. Back in a moment. Okie dokie. So, working on this one. So we'll just, whoops, not that one. No. Okay, we'll sort this out like we did last time. Put in those bits and pieces. We'll just copy those over to the other corners. Okay. Oh, gotta grab that little corner bit as well. Come here. There we go. Export and test. Yes. Okay. So right overlaps left. So you redo there. Oh. Oh wait, no, wait, yeah, hang on a second. That's there. Yeah. Yep, that overlaps correctly. That doesn't overlap there. Okay, so going to leave you there. So it's that top piece as well over here. So we're going to erase. Whoop, not you. Where's our basic one? There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 3, 4. Let's try this. Like that. Okay. Oh, and of course we'll just chuck this back how it was before. Oh, usually helps if you put it on the right one to test it out. Okay. Alright. So that part there is looking good. So what have we got here? Actually, no, I'll leave that for... Those are on the wrong layer. Ah, no, what do we... Whoops, merge down. this one. Okay. And that corner there. Save. Whoops, instead of doing that, go this. So that inner curve part is behaving as it should. Though you look at this color here, it's a little bit off. Leave it for now, because that's just nitpicking, I suppose. So we need to grab you here. We need to add on some extra doohickeys there. Need to add you there, add you there. Get rid of that, get rid of that. Same with that. With the vertical one that's going down, we'll need that there, that there, there. With that one, because it's going across, we need that extra bit there. That's link there, that's link there. That needs to be a bit of whoops, that one there. Okay, so moment of truth. That should all match up perfectly now. Yes. Oh, those aren't quite working. Probably made those the wrong color, didn't I? Yep. Whoops, quick fix. Come back to here. Yep, those match. Cool beans. So now we've got this inner rounded gap. Let's make the outside ones work. That should be pretty straightforward, as we don't have to worry about any of this overlapping stuff with these inner corner pieces. We'll just put a straight curve. Straight curve. Just the curve on there. That should be fine. So we'll lose that for now. We're going to... how should I do the curve? Do it 3, 2, 1. So 3, 2, 2, 1. Whoops. There, there. Okay. Going to copy there, there. Oh, there. I'll just move it off for the moment. Pop you back. Yes. And do a bit of a sneaky thing. I'm going to copy you, delete you, paste you. Whoops. Yeah. Copy you, put you there, paste, shark you over. Grab you, copy, paste, pop you over. Grab you there, get rid of you, view there. And yes, so drum roll please. What is up? That's why I hid the curve bits I put on. Well, that's a bit embarrassing. There. Excellent. Aside from those there, don't see anything really sticks out as being off a wee bit. It's got the whole tubey curved y kind of design. That's good. One, two, three, four, five. Doesn't quite match that. Not important. Just nitpicking at the moment, I suppose. Okay, so do something drastic. Get rid of all that. We're going to go here. We're going to place. Whoop. Going to go here, here, going to go merge down. This one here, merge down. So those are all on one map, but save these curve bits just in case you're going to make tweaks later on. Call this one back up. Okay. Okay. fill these in first. Yep. And there, there and there. That one there. Okay, so we move you down to there. Yes, okay. Need to copy you, place you there. That one there. Because of the way we got this set out, we can get away with cheating like that. Over with this. this is going to look weird there, but this will... wait, why isn't that working? Hang on a second. Yep, those aren't displaying correctly because we haven't moved on to the last set of with the bit mask. We get that sorted, everything should behave as it is, because it still has the old here it's still got the old block thing. We haven't taken into account these new kind of lines. So I suppose the first thing I should do is we'll just make a new icon. Whoopsie doodle. Okay, yes, 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 yes. Get rid of that and put that fella there. Save a wee bit of time. I just chuck this spare one over here. Yeah. There. There. But need to get rid of you and you there. This one we need to add on those extra bits there. We're going to remove you. We're going to get this fella. Yep. Put you over there. You over there. Yep. Need to erase you. Need to add that there. Yep. This one goes there. This one goes here. Yep. You need to be erased. You need to be put there. Oh, quick way to test it. Just oh, and better put that curvy bit there. Yeah. And as you see, it updates there as well. It's just that one's sorted, that one's sorted, that one's sorted, that one's sorted. Well, that's all sorted. But what we'll do is we'll make a little box here, chuck on these. Now things are getting a bit funky. So, well, we can just copy and paste these in. So that should look right, yes. So yeah, almost done. Another sneaky thing, copy you over here. Yes. So this way we just pop you there. We can pop you there. Grab you and pop you there as well. That one's sorted. So all those are done. It's these little fellas here. You don't have to worry about these extra corner teeth, bits, whatever, because this direction up here, that'll be filled in. No corners or edges whatsoever. So there, and moment of truth. Well, several moments of truth. Going to make a big chunk here because we need to test those remaining two bits. So we go there and we go there. Yeah, so they'll be center part. It's got that corner piece there, that corner piece there. That piece there has that corner piece working, that corner piece working. Okay. Yeah, that's all sorted for the floor. Alrighty, cool beans. The next one we need is walls, methinks. Makes sense. So that would pretty much be this tile set plus extra vertical information. So going to jump back to that Tilemap testing that we had. Playtest Tilemaps of testing level. Get a little player fella here. Test you out. Okay. Well, I'm going to have to zoom in a wee bit, so let's go camera 2D. That's there. We're going to make that current. We're going to put that to tab. Nope. Wrong direction. 0.5. So the camera is on fella there. That little bit of overlap is because I offset the shape. So judging from side here. Oh, and if you're wondering why the crosshair isn't there, like, I haven't put in the shooting behavior on this one. So click around, nothing happens. So if you remember when we activated shooting, it was on the level 00 script, which is another thing we'll have to sort out later, like making some kind of global controller, I suppose. I'm not sure. So we know that's 16 by 16. Vertically, 6 of those, so that means that'll be 16 high. So we don't get this kind of matching things. It's 20. That's 24 there, 16 there. So you don't want to make it too high because you want to be able to see when he's behind. Sure, there are other ways you can do it, like maybe some kind of light 2D to mask out things, or shader, or a whole bunch of things, but kind of like the fact that, you know, you're hiding behind here, it's like, oh, you can see the top of his head. And the reason why I can move my dude behind there and be hidden is using Y-Sword, which I briefly touched on before, but when we chuck in the new map stuff we're working on, I'll cover Y-Sword and how that kind of gels with top-down games, like moving around, interaction, all that stuff. It's pretty straightforward. There are a few little issues that can pop up, but that's for later. So that's going to be $20 plus 16, that's 36. 36 plus 8. 44. Yeah, it should be 44 high. Because since we got the floor working with all the nifty curvy corner bits and such, making your own, well, making the walls that surround the area, it's pretty much the same map, except it's got some vertical, got some extra vertical things, so the rectangle tiles instead of squares. And just be easy to show you, I guess. So copy that. Floor. Put a new one, call this wall. So we'll lock that because we're not going to edit that anymore. Well, for the time being. Put you in there. So, grid settings. 24 by 24, that's fine. Height. Plus 16 is 36. 36 plus 8. 44. Which I already worked out before, but quiet working view grid settings will offset you by 0, 24. Oops. What's that? Oh, it's the one we ganked all that stuff from. Alright. View grid settings. Going to offset that by 24 by 44, 44. I'm overthinking things. We'll actually work out the height itself and obey it. There. So that's going to be need a bit of a taller canvas. So 384 there. Okay. How does that look? Yes. Okay, we'll change the colors of this. Could have stop at grid. We're going to put you on as bright yellow. That's a little bit too much. There and there. There. That's right, before we start, we should really realign this. Yes. So it would have been a bit embarrassing if everything was offset incorrectly. So yeah, let's see. We are grabbing this one here. Grabbing you, we're going to grab that color there. Whoop. No, not contiguous, not stop at grid. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I suppose we can check here. So that's, yeah, those are 4 high. Okay. Here. Whoops, there. Whoop, there, and there, and there. So if we grab this and we scoot you over here, yeah. Alright, so we can grab all of this now. That up to there. Because what we're doing is these ones here and here and here, we're creating like the vertical face. That's what I'll do first, so that we've at least got some kind of reference. But when it comes to the corner pieces like this, that's where it becomes a little bit more tricky. We'll have to work something out. Or am I overthinking it again? It's probably really simple. Sort that when I come to it. just make some progress first. Alrighty, so get rid of you. We're going to chuck you up here. And to match this overlap bit here, we are going to chuck on some, where are we? There. Stop at Greek 2 is to do. Yep. Yes. I'm going to copy this section here, move you across, and straighten you up. You there. Copy you, paste. And grab this fellow here. Yes. So I can tell you straight up, we can straight up copy this one over to there, and another one, because those have full downward faces. This one, we're going to grab you fellas, knock you over to here. So that's the bottom part of that. That needs there, that needs there, that's fine. And, and that corner piece right here. Put you, whoops. Yes, wait. There as well, okay. Yep. And you, the little icon thing, we'll just scoot you down to here. And, oh, not that one. 4. I just realized I probably, didn't reactivate that again. Hooray. There. So you got this fella working perfectly. That's good. Tile set. Go over to here, move to the next, pump this up a wee bit. Well, what's... Okay, maybe that deal with separation, I don't know, it's a bit odd. Anyways, so that's offset by 8. We're going to create a new auto tile. Chuck that over here. Tile size is going to be 24 by 44. Yes. Going to set the bit mask to 3 by 3 minimal. We're going to grab the icon, place you there. The offset on this will be -4. The vertical was -20, memory serves. 5 times 4 is 20. Yes. Modulation, that's there. Okay, so now we need a bit mask. After we rename that. So we need that block there, that there, that there, this over here, there, this over here, there, over here, over here. Okay, we need hopefully this works for. So we're going to make a little thing of there. Whoop, that's not working there. Whoa. I'm missing something. It is the offset. Which is here. It's 44. In minus 24 is 20. That, yeah, it's minus 24. Okay, how is that? Ah, yep. Because I put the little offset for the bottom to this fella down here to accommodate the curvy bits. Well, future curvy bits. Okay, no, this is, okay. It's the wrong one here. Now, notice how these aren't behaving as they should. There's no curve bits, and that's overlapping there, and it's all the dog's breakfast. It's because we haven't put in those wall bits. However, everything should be put in place, so it's just as simple as extending walls into these corner bits. So just to make sure, I'm going to apply it on this one here, this like plus X, etc., part. She'll grab this here, paste, move that up to there to test out. Whoops, there. Save, export. Okay, so yeah, that sorts of that corner piece. Well, it usually helps if you include the floor as well. Except it doesn't quite match up there. So, what are we missing? It's 1 pixel off. No. How are we looking there? Well, that's unfortunate. It's funny before I was saying, oh, am I sure that I got this and this and this sorted? So that means the curve will probably look more like this if you wanted to get it to work. That'll fix up the problem we're having there. Because that matches this one here. Like if you were to grab see that one there, matches that one there. If you want to accommodate this one, notice that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 would need to change the entire map to accommodate that 1 extra pixel. I don't think that would be very smart. Well, not so much smart, more cost effective, because you'd be changing everything on such a scale. But it has to be done. We'll finish off these corner bits, then think of a solution. That's no biggie, it's just an overlooked thing. It happens. Don't need to worry about these upward facing ones, only the left. Okay, so we're going to grab this fella here. Going to move you to there. Because the idea of setting up this curve thing in the beginning, when I was planning everything out, it wasn't to have everything perfectly meshed together, as I'll require a fair bit of finesse and finagling with offsets. Granted, if I plan it out that way, it'll be a lot more accurate, wouldn't have to fix it up as we're going to do in a bit. However, there is such a thing as over-designing something too much. Like an example would be making a, well, there's several versions of it floating around. Version of like a spooky haunted house. When you move from one room to another, the lights in the previous room would turn off, the lights in the new room would turn on. And pretty much that's how it would work throughout the entire house. Except I had rooms and corridors that were not just boxes, they had like, you know, big long L-shaped corridors, or like crazy hooked little curvy kind of corridors, or other fancy ones that weren't just squares. So instead of like working with some kind of quick fix, which I can just put in like say maybe 10-15 minutes, spent about, would have been a good 3 or so days developing a custom algorithm that reads an entire tile map, determines which tiles are displayed, then create a collision polygon at an offset so that it accommodates, and you know, all these different layers of complexity to it, when in reality it's just like, I don't really need this. I can just put like a color rect there that turns transparent when you walk in the room. But instead I made like a custom tile map that, you know, had the shadows all perfectly meshed out and lined up against the walls, and I'm sure it was very impressive to look at and could be interesting, but yeah, didn't really need it for the thing in the end. It's like, well, just spend all this time overcomplicating things. Which, I don't know. It's a bit of a shame. Like, I suppose it's not as productive as you could be, instead of like finding a quick way to do things. And I would share the code and stuff, but the way that I did it was like, the code is pretty much a dog's breakfast. It's very rough. But I don't know, if it's in my archives somewhere. If I find it, then I might link it or something. It's just always good to find a more simple way of doing something. Because what's important is not so much the fact that you're able to create like this complex ballet of code functions and algorithms and such. It's all about, well, have you got the job done? Like, without spending, you know, countless hours to, you know, fix this one little problem that could be done really quickly. So, yeah. That's what I found out about. Ooh. I think it was that one that I linked in my previous stream. The video by Kids Can Code saying, oh, here's how you do procedurally generated tile maps and stuff. Going, oh, okay, this is pretty cool, give it a shot. It's like, wow, this is pretty spiffy. However, I thought, I wonder what else I can do with it. And several months later, didn't make anything whatsoever, just messing around with like the little intricacies of the code. I've got some interesting ideas from it, like making a labyrinth with like square rooms and stuff. That instead of creating just tile maps like in the video, it's like you create standalone scenes that have their own built-in functions and behaviors. So could be the beginnings of a game, but yeah, at the time wasn't really, you know, in the right headspace. It's like, okay, I can make this, but how do I make it so that it's actually useful? It's like, well, there's the tricky part. I don't know, just a bit of rambling. Alright, so this should all yeah, that's all looking pretty good so far. Five there. Here. Oh, big thing to test. Yeah, that's offset a bit, so it isn't like the other reference. That's good. So you can definitely tell there's a difference between one and the other. That's good. Good, 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 good. There and there and there. Ooh. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. What's going on here? Oh no, something's... Let's see if I can isolate what that tile is. So what is going on over there? So it wasn't these corner pieces. What's going on? Corner. That's there. That's there, that's there, that's there. That's what's doing it. Okay, yep, I see how it is. With these gaps here, we have to fill them in, or else it'll show what's underneath. Okay, that's... it's a bit frustrating. But it's only this corner here, well this side rather, as the overlap of the tiles sorts out this side here as opposed to that side. Okay. Oh, that's another interesting one. Okay. Wait, is it? I'm probably missing a tile, aren't I? Yep. Those ones. Okay. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Or is that a little bug going on? That's repeating twice. Repeating twice. Or is it just a little quirk that's popping up? I think it's just a little quirk. Because if we check out these ones, then it'll behave anyways. Put on Y sort, it fixes. So that's just a quirk of how the Tilemap's drawing stuff. Okay. Oh, it happens. Like, well, I suppose I can talk about it now. This Y sort option. Tilemap's direct children will be drawn in order of their Y coordinates, aka the whole left to right, up to down, or top to bottom, rather. That's the way we worked out this was drawn before. Y sort does it so that if you have an object like player object can walk behind, if they're, say if that's a wall, players are here, if the player's here, this will appear behind the player. If the player is here, then the player will appear behind the wall. If it's here, it depends on, there's like a certain point where it happens here. It's to do with the registration of the player and registration of the tilemap. So in this case, say the player's one's in the center, the tile's origin is in the top left. This will be appearing in front of that. But something you can easily tweak later on. So when you're drawing things like, if you remember I was talking about oblique projections. So that'll be a wall. You'd have a diagonal one down this way, and you'd have the floor out like this. Yeah, so that'll be one wall, two wall, and floor. Because of little quirks like this, which ironically with this projection that I've tried in the past, Y-sort causes the problem with things overlapping not working correctly. If I had an example to show you, I would, but this was going back a couple of weeks, maybe. And I'm going to take a quick break. I'll just take a look around in my things on the break, like, it should only take a few minutes. See if I got an example. If not, then just take my word for it. Y-sort is good for simple things, and for most games, perfectly fine. You won't have too many issues with it. However, if you want to do like crazy overlapping stuff, or working with like occluded polygons, I've had some issues with it as well, with when trying to get occlusion to work for light maps. Not saying that it's broken, you can't use Y-sort. No, it works perfectly fine. It's just, some of the more wacky experimental stuff I've tried, yeah, it doesn't quite work. I know I probably overlooked something, it's my own fault, but occasionally you get little quirks like this popping up. There's probably an article out there somewhere going into detail about, this is why this works and that works, but most of the stuff that I do is just testing out stuff to see what works. Same as we did before to work out the overlapping problems. So, yeah. Yeah, quick break. I'll be right back. Okie dokie, and we're back. So, got that little quirk going. Turn that on, that works fine. What was it doing next? Oh, that's right, the curvy bits on the side. Sort those out. As it's only on the floor, seems to be having the problem. Okay, let's think about this. Okay, so yep, I think I got the solution. So we'll tweak all of these corners, and for these ones down here we'll just extend this like this. Because those are fine, that's fine, we'll just make those match. Okay, so we'll just copy this, get rid of that, whoops, bit much, get rid of that, move you there, okay. Those goes there. Give that there, that there. So we'll fix up this bottom part here, then we'll correct these ones on the side. Because we've also got these little ones here that don't quite match up. Do they? Let's try this. Yeah, those don't match up either. So if we correct that, that'll fill in the little gaps there. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, first things first, we just work with what's going here. Get rid of both those there, 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 there. Yep. Yes. Put that there. We just whoopsie doodle. Move you there for now. Just temporary. Don't be that. Okay, there. There. Yes, now we are grabbing this. We're going to move you there for now. Get rid of you, get rid of you. There. There and there. Nope. Come on, what are you doing? Nope, nope, okay. Don't want to behave. Okay. there, and there, there, and there. Those as well. Okay. Yep. Yeah, that one's sorted. It's just those two. Okay. Let's give that a shot. Yep, that's lining up correctly. Good. Put on the floor to check that out. Yep. Oh, and once again. Oh, it's what I missed on the Tilemap. Well, we're changing it anyway, so that's fine. So over here we need one more across, two there, there. Okay, so that means we're going there, 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 there. Filling you in. That is on the wrong one. Okay. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. We'll have to redo all that, won't we? We'll just test this out. Yep, that fits perfectly. Like a glove. Oh yeah, still working on this one. Okay, so and then we get this. So that's 4 across, 2 across, 2 there, 4 down. Move there, 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 there. There, 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 there. Update those. Doesn't really, as long as the corners are round. I mean, like I said, don't sweat the small stuff too much. And we can copper those walls over. Going to get those there, so we're going to grab you. This there, yes, yes, yes. Once again, you are misbehaving. Film those for the moment. Okay, so as for that, when I was talking about before, the oblique setup that I was working on before, yeah, couldn't find it. It's rather odd. I probably, chances are I probably just deleted with frustration. It's like, bugger this, God, get out of here with that stuff. And yeah. There and there. It goes to there. Okay. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Six has 1, 2, 3, 1. It's off a wee bit. There. Drag you across. Yes. Grabbing you. They should fit in nicely. Yeah. Okay. Yep. Whoop, that should fit in nicely there. So will you. You won't need to deal with any of these flat ones here because they're just sitting there doing their thing, and they're perfectly fine. hold this, hang on a second there. There. We'll leave those curved bits. It's mainly that join. That's the real sticking point. These. Okay. We're doing all right. We're doing all right. Just tack on these corner pieces as well. So that one's there. Okay, that's good. Save a bit of time. We'll just copy this fella. Chuck you up here. Yeah. Grab this one here. Yep, and grab this one. Yep. Okay, over here. Paste, chuck you over there. So those match up, they're all curved. Missing that update there. That's there, that's there, that's there. Still got this rocking here. That looks good. You got yeah, that quirk there. Just to make sure all the bases are covered. We'll put you there. Yes, okay. So we just need to grab the... You grab this. Grab you there, you there, you there, you there. Okay. Some floor, not wall. Okay, there. This one there, we're going to fill, get rid of you. There. And there. And there. Going to get our grid working again. We're going to put you back to 24. We're going to get rid of that offset. So you're back like that. We can just copy and paste. There we go. There and here and there. Just got this one over here. Okay. get rid of you. So, moment of truth. Everything's hugging nicely. And also, because we have the offset, if we get a wall and we place down a single piece, it's got that kind of wraparound. If the curve was much more accentuated, or if this little light rim around the outside, if that was, how should you put it? It was thicker. Like at the moment, this is only 1 pixel thick. If it was, say, 2 or 4, you'd actually see it curving behind the back there. Not essential, but just a nice little detail with using this method for it. There is one thing I will tweak, however. Just got to set up this grid again. 844. So that's back to, yep. Okay, we're going to grab this. Nope, not you. I need wall. There. So, it just seems like a small addition, but the idea is that if we grab wall, we can see the cursor on top there. Yeah. Okie dokie. So, get rid of you, get rid of you, get rid of you, you. Whoops. Floor's behaving as it should be. Wall's behaving as it should be. I'd say we have that pretty well sorted. There's only one thing we need to do to finish off this tile set, which is we move to this region here. We're going to start making collisions. So, how should we get started? We need to set up the grid to make things easier. Instead of working out some fancy thing, we'll just set the offset like this. So these square parts here, they need to be collisions, and you can make that using polygon if it's going to behave. Come here. Oh, yep. Usually helps if you select the right one. There we go. So, yeah. I'm sorry if this doesn't seem like too much of an interesting kind of stream. It's a lot of, like, you know, technical busy work. But the end result is we've got ourselves a pretty spiffy looking tile set, do say so myself, which incorporates a lot of the stuff I was talking about in my last stream, like, whoop, change that to 0, yeah, like offset, collisions. I didn't do any collisions last stream, but you saw in the first one we were setting up the basic prototype. Same with this. And yeah, just other things like which... No, keep going. I just... Bit of a brain fart there. It's like, wait, I'm missing something. But we can fix that using another thing I showed last one. Because of the way that we've got offset working in this, I really should have drawn from the top left down to wherever. But we'll do this way. It's just requires a little bit of tweaking later on. And it only needs to work once, and it can be reused for a whole bunch of other things. So, once again, don't sweat the small stuff. And also I figure since we're messing around with texture offsets and all that kind of stuff, and we'll just do it for the collision polygons as well. I mean, not too much of an issue. Oh, whoops. There. There we go. Okay. Another thing before I forget, go back to this. We're going to set the Z index to -1 on the 4. Because if we keep it at 0, which is what the wall's on, and the player's going to be on Z index 0 as well, you'll have the floor tiles overlapping the player as they move. But by putting on to -1, just pretty much says it's below the player. Like, pretty much just a nice way of saying it's not going to interact with it. So, not too big of a problem. Okay, so we get rid of all of you. If you want to reuse this tile set in another scene, node, which, what have you, instead of having to do all the stuff that we just did all over again every single time you need a tile map, you can go up to tile set, right click, save, and you select path in your thing. You just keep it in resources. That is, oh, it's one I saved before for testing. Oh, and auto tiles. I'll go on to animation stuff in a bit. Anyway, sorry. We'll just save this as level. Oh, come on. Well, maybe if we didn't have caps lock on, level 00. Tile set. Trez. Save. Yep. I don't have to worry about saving this. This is just the scene. We've already saved the tile set. Whoop, where are we? Tilemap. Going to, just as good form, we'll delete what's there for now. Get rid of you. Going to go over to resources, level 00 tile set, drag you in. Now we can put in, well, usually helps if you have the correct one. Whoop. We'll just make a basic box. and that top one's going to be cut off a wee bit, but not really that important at the moment, because we're just going to make a very basic one. Now that everything's all together, it's looking a bit better. Maybe different kind of, some kind of differentiation with the colors, because that floor one, that's a wee bit bright. I suppose we could do it now. I had a green before, so that 2x2 set that I did. So let's make it like a earthy-ish kind of color. Okay. Still a bit vibrant, but it's just the palette I'm using. It's no biggie. Right, so one spiffy thing you can use is you've got project, wait, not project, debug, visible collision shapes. And when we test this, notice how everything's offset. That's not how it's supposed to be. We need to offset the collision shape itself so that everything looks correct. We'll just go back down here. Turn on Y sort, that'll probably help. How's that looking? Oh, these look a little bit funky because they have their own collision shape. Same as on the player that's got his own collision shape. You shoot the things out, their own collision shape. But we'll just sort this one out first. I said I'd do it, but I forgot. So we're on wall. We're going to go to shape, offset. We're going to go -4, -4. Save. F5. So this should recorrect the shapes. Yep, it's like a bit tricky to see, but you get the idea because we're offsetting vertically for the tops of the walls. Sits there and such. What am I missing with you? Z index 0. Tilemap. I am missing something. Player debug timer. Should be working, however... Wait, have I actually got it activated? Yeah, got that activated. That there. It's there. Okay, yeah. The way I had it set up before was pretty basic, but what I'll do is add a Y sort node. Sort all child's nodes based on their Y positions. Pretty much what we're talking about before, but we'll just chuck you fellas into there. So okay, group. Okay. So this doesn't break, we'll go here, we'll go Y sort equals sort. Just going to grab these targets and chuck them in there. Whoop. Go back to here. current equals y sort y sort 1 there. I'm going to call this one y sort get child. Yep. So this should behave correctly now. 6. Ooh, position, player position, direct to, because didn't update this, so we go y sort / player. Small oversight. That's not going behind the wall. So when we're doing the shoot down here, objective shoot, go y sort add child. Yeah, so that's sorted. Okay, project, debug, visual occlusion shapes, turn you off. Going to test again. And exit. We head to this. Everything should work perfectly. Yeah. There we go. Debugger, what's going on here? Errors. Oh, these are just standard, like, oh, these different things are returning things but they're not emitting, etc, etc. Function connect returns value but it's never used. Resume function hurt after yield. Instance is gone. Okay, there's something going wrong with the signal there. It isn't too big, everything works. I'll just go in there and sort that out off stream. So animated tiles, I'll just do a quick touch on it. To be perfectly honest, I don't really use animated tiles that much. Like, it has its advantages, like, you know, I can just chuck an animation in a tile set, like we had with that other one. There was water going. How you do that is you'd go scene, not open recent, it was, okay, how did I do it actually? Give me a second. Yeah, I created it in here, so you go into your file system, right click, new resource, select animated texture. It's going to save this as testing because we're just doing this quickly. Over here you have the number of frames, your frames per second, whether it only plays once, whether it's paused. So what should we use for a tile? Well, frames. I think I've got some water ones saved here. Yeah, 3 water tiles. So we're going to make, we've got 3, so we'll make 4 frames. Frame 1 we'll chuck in tile 1. We'll just pop these open again. Drag tile 2 there and there. Tile 3 is going to be there. So there's our little animation up there. And if we go into Tilemap and we go into here, where you go to add your images, like here's all the different images we had from before. If you chuck in resource testing, open, and we'll just go single tile. Set this back to there. 16 by 16. Yeah. Doing a little bit more. Let's make this region actual thing. There's your animation. Animated tile. Drag it out as needed. So there you go. That's how you use animated tiles. With auto tiles, you can also use animated textures and such, which is in here somewhere. Yeah, except it's mainly polishing, and usually people are doing like simple animations like this. Maybe there's a, well, I know that there's a shader out there that can do it. Just make it replace images or change regions of a image, so you have all the frames on one image instead of being cut up into several frames like I had before. Yeah, just straightforward. Like if we give this a wee bit of a test. There you go. Now, I know it sounds like I'm being dismissive of animated tiles, but don't really use them that much. Like, I prefer to keep Tilemaps simple. If I need anything else that's a bit more spiffy, I'd rig something else up. But still, it's a handy thing to have in your toolkit. It's like saying, oh, I need to make an animated tile? Yeah, I got this. I know what to do. That's fine. But yeah, whoop, where are we? So yeah, that's looking alright. Yeah, I'm quite pleased with that result actually. Like, it just makes the whole thing look a bit more interesting. Oh no, what have we got here? Oh, you little darling, that's not working. Seems to be quite a few of them actually. I'll look into that later on. So what happened there? Well, let's try this as a quick little thing. If we turn off Y sort, that fixes it. Like I said, Y sort's a wee bit janky. Oh, so now it's fixed perfectly, is it? I don't know, I can't win. Oh well. Yeah, everything's looking good now, I suppose. I'm just jotting down my notepad. That's need to fix the hertz signal. That's fine. I suppose you can make this look a little bit. So that's 16 off 16. So if we go to Tilemap, we go to transform. I think it was position. Let's give it 16. 24. Well, 18. 20. Yep, and let's get this one, this one. And I suppose that exit, well, that exit's just a placeholder. Tilemap. Let's get rid of that stuff there. Let's put in. So we should be able to see the entire map. Let's put in a little thing there. Let's get rid of you guys. Oh, need him. Okay. F5. Okie dokie. Yep, everything appears as it should. Okay. I'm happy with that. So we can go here. Turn you into, oh, where are we? Ticks. Yes. Next we'll go arrows. Fix, whoops, what's that? Oh, it just went big all of a sudden. Okay. Just going to do a little bit of stuff here, then I'll probably end the stream. Fix the hurt signal error. We're going to go look into a better shooting option. Add shooting behavior to player script / object. Might go insert a better debug display, implement a custom font, display player stats temp. Because remember, we haven't done a health system or anything like that yet. So they can get stats like, at the moment it'll be position. Add that to this. Add magazine and clip system. It's like what I was speculating about before. Like, here we go. Damaging targets with bullets. Well, we'll do that. We've done enough Tilemaps for now. Perhaps for the gun, manipulate gun behavior. Those will be in there, but we'll try the magazine system first. Gold. In here we'll go here. player gold, weapon info, objective, play objectives, debug information. Yeah, okay. I shall do this. To do list. Number 2. Then there's probably 12 here. 12, okay. So yeah, the next stream will probably tackle these, because I was thinking instead of just doing the, oh, I'll just fix this error for the hurt thing. As you saw previously, what I put together was very spit and duct tape approach. It works fine and everything, like it updates values and emits signals, it all works. It's just this hurt this hurt signal isn't quite working. But we can sort that out. And definitely a UI design, just to give it a bit more of a feel, because with the updated Tilemap, let's add in something a bit extra, just to like zhuzh it up a bit. Nothing too fancy, mind you, like we're not going to go into like, you know, crazy BB code or other, you know, just unnecessary stuff at the moment. Something simple, but definitely a custom font. Really set it apart from just having the basic default font we've got here. No, because I can also pop into other things like, oh, here's how you do your own custom fonts and styles and stuff, maybe. I don't know, we'll see what happens. I think that's everything covered. Okie dokie, so guess I'll see you guys next time. As usual, there's links in the description to my Discord, my itch page. So yeah, if you want to check those out, then by all means. Yeah, until next time. Catch you later.